What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we've got some bonus half dollars. I was taking my half dollars back to the bank thinking they'd be the last ones I would see in 2025, and lo and behold, my order actually came in last week. And if you've been following the channel, I've been getting my order in about every 2 to 4 weeks, so very surprised to get these. I am excited to jump into them. I have opened the boxes and checked the enders. I don't remember if it was box 1 or box 2, but we did have at least one NIFC that I remember. We have some 2024, some 2023, and lots of circulated stuff. So these could be really interesting rolls. So with that, let's jump into them. All right, well, for those of you that are new to the channel, we hunt half dollars for a handful of mint varieties like the and errors, like the no FG coin, the 1972, the 1982 and 83. We also look for the DDO on the 1974D and the 1971D. And we're also looking for NIFCs, or not intended for circulation coins, as well as silver. And those silver coins are going to be 1965 to 1970 would be our 40% varieties. And anything 1964 and earlier is going to end up being 90%. And I hope I don't see too many rolls like this along the way. Lots of brand new shiny blingy edges. That means they're likely going to be 2023 fillies and 2024 fillies. So we want to stay away from rolls like that one. But I'm going to go ahead and open these first 4 or 5, probably 5 rolls on camera, just to see what these things look like. And then I'll bring you in if we find anything. And to keep the length of the video down, if we're just finding a bunch of NIFCs, I'll probably just give you a wrap up or maybe a half box update. So through 3 rolls, nothing too interesting looking, just checking the edges. And again, for you new coin roll hunters, the edges tell us a lot. If we have a good gray or greenish gray edge, it is probably 40% silver. And if it's a nice silvery edge, then we've got 90% silver. And again, any of this really super shiny blingy stuff, if they're thin, they're going to be new coins like 23s and 24s. If they're big and fat and orange, then they could be proofs. Look at that paper. This paper is ripping terribly. Open this the other way. There we go. This might be almost a whole roll of 2023s. We got one circulated coin there in the middle, and it's a 1974. Everything else looks like it's probably going to be a 2023 filly. Now that 23 filly does have a double die obverse on it. I've stopped looking for it because I see so many 2023s and I just don't want to look at all of them. But with that, we're going to go ahead, go off camera, keep on hunting, and I'll bring you in if we find anything interesting. Well, those are the 5 rolls you saw me open. I was going to go ahead and open 5 more since those didn't look that interesting. And of course, the second I take you guys off camera, you'll see we look like mostly going to be brand new coins, judging from the edge. These are 2024 fillies. But as I was mentioning in the last clip, if you find these super shiny edges and they're kind of fat and kind of orange, they could be proofs. And in this case, because I've already looked, we've got a gorgeous 1988 San Francisco proof. Looks like we do have some damage on the face, but that is an absolutely gorgeous San Francisco proof minus that damage. We know they're proof because the mirror finish and the frosted details, and these things were only created in proof sets, so this means somebody popped these open and spent them. So pretty cool. I'm going to put that up on the board as a find, and that gives me a little bit of hope. Usually when you start finding proofs, you don't just find one, you usually find a handful of them, so this box could get interesting really quickly. So we're cleaning up roll number 6, and in those first 5 rolls, we did come across 2 NIFCs, a 2004 Philly and a 2004 Denver. And this one isn't an NIFC, but it might be my first time finding a 2025 in circulation. 2025 Denver, this one I'll definitely hang on to because I don't think I have it in my half dollar books yet, but pretty darn good shape. I imagine we're going to see a lot more of those over the next 12 to 18 months since I haven't really been seeing them, and I've been inundated with the 23s, so it seems like they're about a year behind getting through Atlanta. But a handful of 24 Phillies and Denvers in this box as well, but we've seen those before. So I'm going to keep on hunting. So I'm opening up roll number, what is this, 13 it looks like, and I've stopped halfway through because we've got a couple of really thick edges, and I think we're either going to have some mint set coins, which I've already pulled a couple of those. Again, nice big thick orangey edge. Really nice finish on them. These are probably mint set coins. I think we've got at least one proof, possibly two. Let's check it out. So we got another one of those really nice 1981. So I'm glad I showed you that just before we opened it. Let's check this guy. Ooh, definitely a proof and a really good looking one. This time we've got ourselves a 1986. And again, it looks like it took some damage to the face. Otherwise, this would be absolutely gorgeous. So we'll put that one. Where'd I put the other proof? He's over there now. So two really nice proofs on the box. I'm not going to sit here and struggle to get this open with you guys on camera, but I'm going to keep on hunting. So I just ripped into the bottom of the box, roll number 26, and I've already looked at it because I got all the paper off, but hopefully you can see it right there. That big shiny orange edge. That's going to be another proof. This time we've got ourselves a 1971. This is probably the nicest one of the bunch so far because we don't have a ton of damage on the front. 1971S. And again, they did make silver proofs, not in 71, but in later years. And the way you would tell the difference is like in the 90s, they made silver proofs as well as regular proofs. You'd be able to tell from the edge. So if you got that big copper line there, then you know you've got a clad proof. If it's all silver, one color, then you know it is silver. And that's going to make it 3 proofs on the box. We're getting towards the end of it. Last 10 rolls. Got into roll number, what is that, like 42? And just got the paper pulled back. And again, we got another one of those giant, big, thick orange edges. So let's see what we have. Oh, no, that's cool. It's been a while since we found one of these. This is a 1986 proof commemorative. You can see that San Francisco mint mark on the back, mirror finish, and frosted details. And this guy's in really, really good shape for being circulated. So that's 4 proofs on the hunt, and that's a commemorative. Pretty cool. So same roll, just kept ripping and bringing in here at the next little part. Looks like we might have another proof in here. And we do, 1989S. There it is. Again, another really, really nice one on the hunt. So I should have just put the phone up on the rack and opened the rest of this roll live because as you can see, as we got to the last half, it's mainly 2023s in there. But that's 79, not a proof. But look at that big old thick edge. We've got ourselves another proof right there. This time a 1984, and again, another one with quite a bit of damage there to old Kennedy's chin. But we will take it. Well, we were getting through those last 5 rolls. Here's 46, 47, 48, 49, and this roll number 50 just got exciting. We opened the roll from that end and came all the way down here, and just 2 from the end, we have that silvery looking edge that we're always looking for. I don't want to give up what it is because I don't know yet, and I want to be surprised just like you guys. It does have reading much like a Kennedy, so that's going to be my guess. And it does appear to be 90% because we have no clad line in there like a 40%er would. Let's see what we got. Definitely a Kennedy. No mint mark on the back, so it's a Philly. And we do have ourselves a 1964. I'll put the value of this coin in silver on the screen here. Silver's been as high as like $66 or almost $67 an ounce, which makes this a pretty valuable coin today. So very excited. I'm going to put that up here next to all my proofs. And I would say keep on hunting, but the reality is we just have to get through these coins and then move into box number 2. And now I'm super excited for box 2 because these were picked up from the same bank on the same delivery. Well, that's going to do it for box number 1. And as you can see, I'm 2 whole rolls short because this box actually provided a lot of cool stuff to pull. So starting with our NIFCs, we had 4 2004 Phillies, 5 2004 Denvers. We got a 2006 Denver, 2013 Denver, 2018 Denver, and a 2019 Philly. All not intended for circulation coins, all going to be relatively low mintage. I'll be checking my my NIFC albums because I do have some holes to fill, and I've got about 4 or 5 that I'm actively filling out. So we'll probably hang on to a few of those. We got a bunch of, well, not a bunch. I kept 1 2024 Philly and 1 2024 Denver. I found way more Phillies than I found Denvers in this one. Just wanted to pull it to remind you that I did find a handful of those. And I did hang on to every single 2025 Denver in the box, and there were 8 of them. So this may be the most I've ever found, and honestly, it might be the first time I found 2025s in the wild. We did get a bunch of mint set coins, 71, 79, a ton of 81s, and 1 1992. Again, I'm going to check my albums to see if any of these are nice upgrades, because even though they may be mint set coins, they can show some damage and wear, and what I already have in my albums may be better. I'm not going to show plugging those in, but I will be checking. As for some of the really cool stuff, I love finding proofs, especially ones that still have this fantastic mirror finish on them that don't look like they've basically been used as regular currency since basically the 70s or the 80s. So there's all the years. Really, really cool. And I love this 86 commemorative. I have found both the clad proof version of this as well as the San Francisco mirror proof finish of this. So very, very cool. I said clad proof, but like clad version of that. And of course, the star of the show always is going to be silver here at the Georgia Silver Hunter channel. 1964, 90% silver. Did a quick look, and I know I probably put it on the screen earlier, and spots fluctuating all over the place, but when I just pulled it up, it was down a little bit around 64.80, and at that price, that is $23.44 in this one little 50 cents piece. So pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these aside, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into box number 2. So bringing you in here, getting through the first 2 rolls. Now, roll number 1, as I went through it, I did have a shiny edge. I went ahead and moved it up here to the front, but already on the NIFCs here in roll 1, 2007 Philly. And I'm only stopping here on roll 2 because I thought all these really nice super shinies were going to be 23s. And to my surprise, here's a 2020. 2020 is the last year of the NIFC. Another 2020. I think almost every single one of these in here is going to be a 2020. There's another one. There's another one. So you get the point here. There's a 23. Lots of 2020 NIFCs in roll number 2. So again, box 2 could get real interesting. So we're tearing through this box at a pretty rapid pace. As you can see, we're up here on roll like 34. I've got a bunch of rolls open. Quite a number of NIFCs along the way, and really the tail of this box is the 2020 Philadelphias. Right now I've got $40.50 worth of 2020 Philly NIFCs, and I do have 1 mint set coin hanging out back there, but I'm bringing you in because I've been opening these rolls really quickly and didn't see this till after I got it on the mat, but we've got another super thick edge on here, and I did see it when I took the wrap off, but this time we've got ourselves a really nice looking San Francisco bicentennial proof on the hunt. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of box number 2, and the story of box number 2 is the 2020 Philadelphia. I think there might have been 1 or 2 Denvers in there, but at the end of the day, we ended up with $30, $40, $50, $60, $70.50 worth of 2020 NIFCs. We did come across a 2006, 7, 11, couple of 2012s, a 14 Philly, and a 2018 Denver. My favorite finds of box number 2, of course, are the bicentennial San Francisco proof that we came across, and then this isn't really a favorite, but it's one I should call out. It's just a mint set 1992 that, again, I'll check against my books. Now, I'm not going to recap all of the NIFCs that we found in box number 1, but the big takeaways, if you didn't watch the video all the way through, were the 1986 commemorative San Francisco proof. We did come away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional circulated proofs, And of course, the big dog of the hunt, the 1964 90% silver half dollar. So all in all, in my opinion, a very successful hunt. Now, most of these NIFCs will go back to the bank, especially the 2020s. Anything I need for my albums, I'm going to pull, and we'll just backfill with other change that I have around the house and get these back to the bank. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's probably going to be my last half dollar hunt for 2025 because I'm about to head out for Christmas break. I think I mentioned in my last video, we do have a multi-channel giveaway we're doing with Hunting Southwest Ohio and a bunch of other channels. I'll have a video out about that here pretty soon, and hopefully you guys check that out and take part. If you did enjoy this one, let me know. Drop on down below, click that like button, and leave me a comment. If you are new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, make sure you click on that subscribe button, and then click that little notification bell so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. Special shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel each and every month. Many of you guys have supported me all year, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And with that, this may be my last coin roll hunt to 25. If I get lucky in New York while I'm visiting family and find some cool stuff, maybe there'll be a little bonus content here before the end of the year. So with that, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.